Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today is a SADA Roti Masterclass. You all asked me for a detailed and an updated recipe, and I'm here to bring you this amazing recipe, and I promise you all will make the best SADA Roti. So join me today. Let me show you how easy this one is to make, and I promise you all by the end of this class you must master this. If you don't, that's okay also. Practice makes perfect. You want to start with a high protein flour, so I like using either King Arthur when I'm in the US or Country Pride when I'm in Trinidad. To that we're going to go in with 2 teaspoons of baking powder. I get my baking powder at BDC supermarket here in Lauderhill, Florida. Now you're going to mix to combine. The salt is totally optional if you don't want to add salt to the flour. Now you're going to add your lukewarm water a little at a time, and it must be lukewarm. We want to activate that baking powder. Honestly, I'll tell you, I used about 1.5 cups of water in total, but different brands of flour, and depending on the climate that you live in, you will use different amounts. So when you're kneading flour, my suggestion is not to just go by a measurement for the water. Add a little at a time and knead, a little at a time and knead, as you'll see I am doing here. And once the flour has enough water and it all starts to come together, you don't have to add any more. So I need a little bit more, so I'm adding that in. And that's how you want to knead your flour. Water a little at a time. You see, now all of the dry flour is gone. I know that I have enough water, plus my dough is nice and soft and not very hard. If it's too sticky, add a little dry flour like I did and keep kneading. You want to press, use the knuckle press. This is my first technique. Press, 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 and then using a squeeze and flip or a squeeze and turn, you're going to do this for about 8 minutes in total of kneading. Once the dough feels nice and smooth, then you'll know that it's done with the kneading part of this. Press, press, press. Now this is a tip. If you want to use this right away, just press it out. If you form this into a dough ball, it will have to rest longer. So this is just a trick if you want to use your dough really quickly. Let this rest for about 8 minutes, and then once it's finished resting, we'll uncover and break it into 4 dough balls or 6. This is a great recipe to also make a Dhalpuri Roti. Now you're going to form these into your dough balls. Now I got 4 as I said, and if you wanted to make them smaller you can, and if you wanted to make them bigger you can make these into 3 or even 2. 2 will make pretty big SADA Roti. Now we want to cover this and let it rest for 8 minutes. This next resting step is important because the gluten in those dough balls are very tight and you want the gluten to relax, so that when you're ready to roll out your dough ball, it rolls out nice and even. And I'm saying dough ball because I have an American audience too, but we also call a dough ball a loya in Trinidad. So lightly flour your surface, and taking that first ball, you want to open it out. Press it out on your floured surface, and then using your rolling pin or your billner, we're going to open out the roti. And I like a pretty thin roti. If you like your SADA Roti more on the thicker side, don't roll it out as thin. And I like using a very small amount of dry flour, because when we're eating we don't like to feel that dry flour on the roti when it's cooked. And once you put that pressing motion and turning, you'll notice you don't need extra dry flour to help you roll this. Now when you roll it to the thickness that you would like, let it rest for a couple of seconds before you transfer it over to the tower. This step is so crucial. Then you're going to make sure your tower is nice and warm, not too cold and not screaming hot. And then place the roti onto the tower. Allow small bubbles to form and then flip. Don't let the bubbles get too big. So you want to count like about 6 seconds and then flip this over. And you'll notice my tower is really clean. It's because I don't use any oil on this tower. If you use oil on your tower, it's going to start to turn black, and I personally have a carbon steel to cook oil roti, and I cook SADA on this. So you want to cook it on each side for about 2 minutes. After that, you'll flip it over and then gently pull your tower off of your stove. You want to tilt the tower upwards a little and then start pushing that roti over the element or the flame. And if you guys can't do this method, or you're scared of doing this method, you can put it in your microwave for about 25 seconds until it puffs up. And this is how quick and easy it puffs up, guys. A perfectly swollen SADA roti. So all I have to do now is continue making the rest of my rotis, and these can stay in the fridge up to 2 days. After 2 days, I find it tends to change color. Look at it one more time, an extra one I'm taking for you all. Just take your time. I like using my hands for this. I don't ever use a cloth. You don't want to press down on the roti when you're seeking it. Be very gentle and just push it around that round. As it's swelling, push it and turn it again, and just allow all the sides to swell. Now I know a circle doesn't have sides, but you guys know what I mean. You can flip it over as I did and allow it to continue to puff up. And it puffs up beautifully. All you have to do now is cut and enjoy with your favorite Dhalpuri or side. I like using a scissors to cut my roti because I do not want to cut up my beautiful cutting board with a knife. But feel free to use what works for you. The taste of the roti isn't going to change by using a scissors. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's recipe. Comment down below. Let me know if you need help with anything else. Thank you all so much for joining me today. I hope you all picked up some tricks, some tips, and I hope that you will master the art of making SADA roti the next time you have to make it. And if you're on Instagram, tag me on stories so I can see what you make. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Bye everyone.